It's about goddamn time we had a baseline, isn't it? And welcome everybody to the Indicator Profile series. It is the GD indicator, not the goddamn indicator. No, that would be crazy. Even crazier than the title of last Indicator Profile series' video, but this is the Generalized Double EMA we're going over today. Let's go ahead and get right into it. If you're new though, understand you're at the #1 indicator channel in all of YouTube. It's always been that way. It will always be that way, but if you're just sitting here going straight to the Indicator Profile series videos, you are not going to achieve your goals at all. What you need to do is go here to no-nonsense-forex.com, read the first page, watch that first video, and get started. It takes a while to catch up, but it is worth it. For those of you who are caught up, let's go ahead and take a look at the Generalized Double EMA. The year is going to be 2014, well within the 1996 and on threshold we like to see here at the channel. Type is going to be a baseline. Yeah, we have not done a baseline in a while. We didn't even realize it. We're like, oh crap, we need to do one. So we have a good one for you today. Now the subtype is, it's not a color change or anything like that. It's just a baseline. And then as far as exits go, you know 90 some odd percent of the time I do not like baselines for exits. This is no exception. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Generalized Double EMA. It looks like a baseline. It looks like this. If you're unfamiliar, why are you here? But let's go ahead and explain it to you anyway. When price crosses and closes above the baseline to the upside, that is your signal to go long. And when it does the opposite, we have a lot of false signals here. When it does the opposite, that is your signal to go short. We really do not need much explanation beyond that, do we? Let's go ahead and just go straight to the results. But before we do that, you know, nothing you're about to see really means anything until you test it in your system. That is all that matters. So don't get too high or too low in what I'm about to show you soon. Yes, I have to say this every video because people were not doing that for a very long time. And sometimes you have to make things very clear and very obvious. So if you don't know how to test, that's okay. We got you covered on so many different levels. Down below in the description, we have a link to my automation blog that has an embedded video showing you how to test this yourself on the MT4 strategy tester. You will also get a direct link to the Stonehill Forex blog, which shows you everything you need to know about this particular indicator, including the tweak settings that I don't show you here. You're probably going to want to know what those are. You also get a link to Dan's YouTube channel where he shows this indicator moving in real time to show you how it does not repaint, and also adds on a few little pieces of information that I don't give you here. So that is a very popular place to go right after you finish this video. Now, if you have a submission for an indicator you like for the Indicator Profile series, there's a special place to go send that. We have that email address down below. And then the most popular place in all of the interwebs. There is literally no place more popular. It's the indicator library where you can download the GD EMA and every indicator we have done here on the Indicator Profile series. Let's move to the results, starting with the EURUSD. So ROI-wise, this is a bit below average. Win-loss ratio, it is not. It is above average. Now, you might be saying, VP, this is looking a bit too familiar. 2 episodes ago, you showed us a glitch index. It had a good solid amount of trades and a really high win-loss ratio. And it turned out to be problematic. There is a data feed error on gold, Bitcoin, and the S&P. So I recognized this myself, and I brought it to Dan's attention, and Dan assured me that everything was fine. And I remembered too, in the glitch index, I think the defaults had really high win-loss ratios too, which is really a red flag. So these are just good tweaks, giving you good win-loss ratios. And if for some reason this is not showing you 100% accurate information, you will discover this in testing. That's how we found out with the glitch index. You guys, the ones who actually test things like you're supposed to, said, wait a minute, there's something wrong. But I don't think there's anything wrong with this one. If there is, please let us know because the hits just keep on coming here. Now on gold, less so with the win-loss ratio on the daily. Yes, on the 4-hour, even though that's not crazy high, but ROI, we're starting to really get good now. Remember, this is not your main confirmation indicator we're talking about here. These are the other indicators that you will be adding to enhance what you already have. And if this thing's hitting at a 33% clip, that's going to be a nice enhancement to your system. It's not going to be a 33% enhancement to your system because there's going to be some crossover in terms of signals. But something like this for gold traders is a really good sign. Let's go to the S&P. Now, ROI-wise, again, this is actually going to be a little bit better than we've been seeing in the past few months. So that's a good sign. And then we're back to those high win-loss ratios again. You know, over 2 out of 3 trades were winners on both the daily and the 4-hour. On Bitcoin, a little bit lower, but on a really high sample size of trades. So for those of you who like to trade more actively and the rest of your system reflects that, this might be a baseline to consider for crypto traders. The ROI is a little bit lower than we've been seeing lately. We've been seeing results in the lower 20s anyway. So I'd say it's pretty average actually from what we've been seeing. But I'll tell you what, traders, for a baseline in today's environment, this is pretty darn good. You know what else is pretty darn good? Literally everything we do on this channel. Subscribe, hit the bell. We have the Trading Psychology podcast every other Monday, Indicator Profile series every other Wednesday, blog sometimes on Thursday. Probably won't see one this week. But that's literally where some of the best information I have goes. And then the 10-Minute Contrarian Investing podcast every single Saturday. It's all things finance. We got you covered. Don't miss out and go get it.